He just chucks Vegeta. The throw was so hard it forced Vegeta back into base form, and bam, hits the rock right there. And Goku's like, hey, let's all go together. And then Goku flies right on out of frame, and Piccolo's like, right, got it. And Nahare's like, let's go. And then Glorio's like, hold this for me. You know, things have gotten really effed up when Goku, as Bluma's about to mention, how it is so unlike Goku to not fight on his own. When Goku gets to the point where he's like, let's jump him, yeah, things have gotten serious. Vegeta basically wasted no time. He goes right over to Gomah and he goes for the punch, and Gomah, he's gonna like, I just need one finger, and boom, he blocks base form Vegeta's stuff with just one finger. And he's like, if you really want to try out your power, then I'm game. And then so Goku's like, wait, Vegeta. And then right there, Gomah goes for the punch, and then bam, look at Vegeta, he's like, oh crap. And then he tries his best to hold it down, but it's no avail, and woo, sends Vegeta flying into the sky. And Gomah's quick, he flies right after Vegeta, and from here Gomah is basically going for the punch, and then bam, hits the ground, and there you see part of his castle ends up getting destroyed. He's like, oh god. And this is exactly what I was talking about. He has been such a dumb villain through the entire series that even though he has the power now, I'm like, I just don't see that translating over well. And here you see it, he's completely dumb, realizing that yeah, making an arena where your castle is probably not the smartest idea if you don't want stuff to be destroyed. So Goku, he's looking at Gomah's power, and Vegeta, he goes to his old handy ki blast in base form, you know, and he just starts shooting these ki blasts at, and Gomah's like, stop destroying anymore, don't destroy anymore. And from there, Vegeta's able to dodge in base form, and he starts throwing these ki blasts, and he starts shooting it at Gomah, and there it is doing nothing. These ki blasts are doing nothing, and of course base form Vegeta is not going to do nothing. It's just blasting right off of Gomah, and he tries something point blank to the face, and bam, nothing goes. And then, and this had to be a shout out to the Broly movie when Broly does the clothesline to Vegeta. So Gomah does the clothesline right here. Vegeta's trying to block it, but boom, it smushes Vegeta's face, and bam, sends Vegeta flying again right to the ground, and right through all the rocks, and boom, right there, right through multiple rocks. And Vegeta's like, this guy. And Gomah looking down like, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? And Vegeta's like, goes Super Saiyan, and oh my gosh, the animations, the drawings, they're looking so awesome right here. So Vegeta quickly goes SS1. I'm glad he figured this out a lot more quicker than they did 2 episodes previously. So Vegeta flies right over back into the arena towards Gomah, and he's flying with huge speeds, SS1, trying to go ahead and get a good shot in right on Gomah. And Gomah's still, he's not putting up any fight, he's not putting up any guard. Boom, right there, Vegeta nails him right in the face to no avail. Oh yeah, looking at it at the sides different, he's got to be like 50 feet tall at that point. Holy crap, my gosh. Yeah, Vegeta no match for Gomah's power here at SS1. And Vegeta basically, even though he got bounced off from the impact of trying to punch him, Vegeta starts just going ham, trying to do as many punches, and then boom, Gomah catches him, and he just chucks Vegeta. Bam, right there, you see Vegeta's like, oh! Bam, right into base form. Look at that, SS1. The throw was so hard it forced Vegeta back into base form, and bam, hits the rock right there. And Goku's like, hey, let's all go together. And then Goku flies right on out of frame, and Piccolo's like, right, got it. And Nahare's like, let's go. And then Glorio's like, hold this for me. And there you see, you know, things have gotten really effed up when Goku, as Bluma's about to mention here, because yeah, you see Piccolo taking off the cape and turban. They realize, okay, it is serious business now. And then you see Nahare flying right there out of frame, Glorio getting his piece ready. Bluma saying how it is so unlike Goku to basically want to go here and fight on his own and stuff, not fight on his own. When Goku gets to the point where he's like, let's jump him, yeah, things have gotten serious. And so that's where Neva says the enemy they face is just that overwhelming. And so there you see Gomah looking completely sinister because he knows, oh, he's got these guys. He's been waiting for this moment the whole time. And so Goku flies towards him in base form, and Piccolo, he dodges all their stuff. Nahare shoots a ki blast, and then basically from there, he shoots it out there, and then Glorio, he goes ahead and shoots his gun right there, and they're flying off, and basically all these things hit Gomah, and he smacks Piccolo Goku away and completely goes ahead and tanks all their blasts, so nothing. And this is getting to like when Broly was doing this whole thing when he in the 7 movie, he's like basically dodging like this when all 4 of them are trying to hit him. So man, Goku goes flying back, and then from here Goku stops himself. He starts getting that golden glow and goes SS1 and goes right back onto the attack, goes right for a punch. And then I love the transition. Goku, he goes out of frame and Vegeta's right behind him back in SS1 with a ki blast. He's going straight towards Gomah, and he unleashes that ki blast, and boom, it hits Gomah, but nothing. And all 3 of them trying to stay on tack. Piccolo punching, Vegeta with a kick, Son Goku trying to go to the abdomen, probably go for a liver shot. Nahare shooting a ki blast. He shoots it over there. Glorio with his gun shoots out that blast, loving the animation, and he shoots it right towards Gomah. And you can see they're all trying to make sure they attack him at the same time, and a big explosion happens, and nothing, because you can see with the purple line there, Gomah is like, just flexing, because he know he has got everything he needs with that purple eye. Let's take a break because it's about to get crazy with the action now. All right, so our heroes are all trying to fight Gomah at once, and bam, look at this, just smacking them away like they're nothing but a bunch of fleas, a bunch of flies, going all out basically to him. They are trying to do their best, circle around him, trying to come up with some strategy. Goku going in for a shot to peg, boom, gets nailed right there, and then Vegeta with a ki blast, and there you see Goku, he is flying back at SS1, and bam, goes right through the rocks. And then from there, you see, very interesting, this is going to be something very, something to keep very much track of, because we see this brown wallet thing where of course Goku has all his bugs, like the like where he keeps it to replenish the stamina, and then also as well as the fusion bugs are in there too. That falls out of Goku's shirt there, and Goku, he's flying right back. He didn't even notice as it flies on the ground. So this is creating some more tension. I know this is gonna play a bigger role later, and Goku and the others are fighting, as King Caden says. And from here, this is where Bulma, she suggests to Dr. Arensu, hey, your guys are strong, why don't you get in there and help them? And Dr. Arensu's like, you know, she's not exactly wanting to help these guys, but looking at SS1 Vegeta, boom, getting wrecked right there with a punch, and Piccolo coming in and boom, getting wrecked right there with a kick. Dr. Arensu's like, she realized, yeah, you're gonna have to work together with these guys if you want a shot at your wish. And so from here, Goku even flying towards Gomah, bam, gets wrecked with another punch, and Gomah's just loving all of this. So she says, you two, Kuu and Duu, you're up. She says, go fight, help him out. And Majin Kuu's like, now you're talking. And Duu is like, thank you. And so both Kuu and Duu fly into the sky, and Dr. Arensu flies up after them. And then the rest of the crew, they also fly. Everyone's flying into danger, and Bulma is even like, hey, take me with you guys. And so the big muscle girl, basically, that works for King Caden, she grabs Bulma, aka Boma, up and flies after them. So everybody's flying right into the danger zone. Like, wow, you really want to get close on that action. You literally see that this Gomah is the real deal, but okay. And this is really cool. Basically, he doesn't even walk back. The way the animation is, like, he walks back, like, he slides in basically like that. Neva, he looks over to Tamagami 1, who's looking in awe, like, oh, and he gives a wink. And Tamagami 1's like, me? And he's like, me? And from there, Neva's like, mm-hmm. And he gives this special wink. And from here, it ends up unleashing this blue key that I guess unlocks Tamagami 1's true power, which I guess kind of could make sense now, because I was wondering, how is Majin Duu able to last, is having a hard time with SS1 Goku? if we do remember, Neva did unleash the true power of Tamagami 2. Maybe Tamagami 1 is the strongest, but it takes Neva to unleash his full power. So I'm guessing maybe that's what happened. I guess that could at least help explain some things right there. And so we go back to the battlefield from there. Let me get a sip of water here. So back on the battlefield, we get Tamagami 1 has entered the battlefield, and you can see the sparks flying, all types of crazy blasts. Piccolo and Vegeta coming in, bam! Piccolo gets wrecked, and Vegeta at the same time, both of them back to the double fist. Goku comes in with that kick, bam! Oh, Goku got all that kick, gets sent flying, and then you have Nahare and Glorio trying to shoot their blast at Gomah, and then bam, this rock comes in, but before Gomah can get to them, it's Majin Duu and Kuu. So Majin Duu, he ends up strapping his arms right over Gomah, and there you go, using one of his big techniques. And then here comes Vegeta and Piccolo flying in. Vegeta and Piccolo coming in with a double kick, looking pretty cool. Yo, it's like they're doing 17 and 18, that kick they do to future Gohan. It is so cool to see Piccolo and Vegeta teaming up in this manner. And so there you go, loving the animation, loving the action. And then right here, Goku comes flying in, SS1, and then Majin Kuu comes flying in right under Duu. So he's going in for a punch here, and then Gomah, his eye ends up glowing, and there you go, right before everyone can land their attack, and the rocks start forming out of nowhere, and here we go, bam! Oh, nasty, that rock hits Piccolo and Vegeta right, bam, nasty looking, bam, Goku about to come in for that punch, oh, right on the jaw, they got Goku right on the jaw, and then Kuu comes in, and then bam, oh, right on the back of the head. And I love the speed lines to really emphasize here from the animators how quickly speed and just how fast this is. And then Gomah looks up here where we see this purple lighting has been shot towards him, and it is Tamagami 1 in this. All right, we end the fight. When Tamagami has to fight for anything other than protecting the Dragon Ball, you know things have gotten real. And so, like I said, this is the tension we've been needing in Dragon Ball DAIMA, and this blast comes really close to Gomah, but it is no avail. Gomah, even though he was caught off guard for a moment, which means maybe Tamagami 1 is now on a stronger level than we could have ever imagined, the eyeball starts glowing, and this ends up sending the ki blast right back over to Tamagami 1, and boom, big explosion, and that sends Tamagami 1 and Majin Duu both flying. Man, Gomah really showing itself. Now, this is where I would say right here, us knowing how strong Tamagami 1 and Majin Duu are, the fact that they're getting blown away like this, and SS1 Goku was able to hold his own with Majin Duu, that shows you on the power scale just how unworldly another level that Gomah truly is. And Gomah ends up basically just coming down here. He's flexing now. He's like, oh, I got this, you mother effers ain't got nothing on me, is basically what he's thinking. And that eye is forever glowing. Man, look at him, just looking at him look intense as ever. And there you see all our heroes like, this is raw. I'm like, at this point in the episode, I'm like, this is what's up, man. This is what's up. We got Tamagami 1, Glorio, Nahare, SS1 Vegeta, SS1 Goku, Piccolo with his cape and turban off, Majin Kuu, Majin Duu. We got the strongest of the strongest here, all trying to stand up to Gomah. And I think this is a good moment right now for me to really just bring up the animation staff here, basically, because man, they really went all out for this. Just so much fantastic on the animation staff, because like, who was some of the key animators? I'm looking up here in my notes. Where are we for my notes? Had to do a lot of scrolling up here. Yeah, because because I'm trying to the opening ending credits here. So the key animation, Ryo Onishi Man, fantastic stuff. And I mean, it's just a lot. All the animators did a lot of really good stuff. I see we even got Tadayoshi Yamamoto, who obviously was like the head one for a long time. Yamoka, just man, a lot of heavy hitters they got on here. Tamiki Ishii, just fantastic. A lot of this stuff looks like kind of like Shintani's work. I'm not sure if he was listed here, but all the animators get all the praise for it because they go all out. Because what we get from here, ladies and gentlemen, is arguably, I think, some of the best fighting animation we have seen in Dragon Ball in terms of 2D animation since Dragon Ball Super Broly. Holy crap, man. Let me get some water here for this. All right, so as our heroes, friends and family look on, and Hibis, who's got both Dragon Balls. I don't know why he's wearing it like it's a brawl, but man, Hibis is always good for breaking up the action here. But yeah, you got King Caden and his crew looking on very intensely. And so from here, this is where the camera starts swinging around. We get a lot of panning shots of the action, and King Gomah, this is Demon Supreme King Gomah, he's just looking super confident ever as he got this one in the bank. He's like, all of y'all try something. What's good? So SS Goku gets on guard. He is looking serious, and Goku, I mean, just look how serious Goku looks. Almost like they got adult Goku on Kid Goku's body there. Just the facial expression and everything. And so from here, King Gomah, he's still looking for a standoff. The purple eye is glowing, and I just really love this shot here. Goku is still looking on point, on business, and Goma's like, if you ain't gonna bring the fight to me, I'll bring the fight to you. And so from there, he starts glowing and has all the rock formations coming up out of the ground, and he sends it right towards Majin Duu and Kuu, and Majin Duu and Kuu are blasting. They're trying to fight all these rocks. They're dodging and they're breaking through everything. Man, the animation gets so insane right here. We see Majin Duu breaking the rocks, Majin Kuu blasting. They're just blasting stuff everywhere. And then you see Glorio and the East Kaioshin. They're trying to go ahead and go through these rocks as well. Bam, breaking through those rocks, doing everything they can to survive this because Glorio is all over the place. They're dodging, and then even Glorio doesn't know where this stuff is else coming from. SS Goku on point, flying right into danger. Him, Vegeta, and Piccolo, they're flying right over each other basically and creating a spiral, trying to dodge all these attacks as they get super closer to Gomah. And then bam, right there, you see them dodging all those rocks right there. Goku getting closer, teleporting out of the way, trying to make sure he goes ahead and gets through the rock formation, trying to get right there, kicking the rock there. And then from here, another rock comes, and then right here, this is really cool. Gomah realizes that throwing these rocks around ain't gonna do not much of anything. So he basically goes right there and encloses this rock in front of Son Goku. But Tamagami #1 is like, nah, bam, slashes Gomah's stuff. And right there you see Goku flies straight towards it. Piccolo and Vegeta going head forward. So Gomah goes ahead and flies right there, and we get another cool eye shot of the third eye. And there you go. Goku, Vegeta, Piccolo, all once going with the fist. But then there you see Gomah coming in with another fist of his own, and bam, they collide, and yeah, it is no avail there. Piccolo goes for the chest, nothing. Vegeta goes for a kick on the shoulder, nothing. Oh no, he goes for a punch right there, nothing going. And all three warriors trying their best, and you see the impact. It completely breaks the entire ground below them, and you see electricity flying all over the place, thunder, the whole ground is shaking, and then bam, from there, Gomah messing all three of these guys up. They're flying everywhere they can, but it is no avail. Bam, Gomah, oh, Piccolo, man, nothing. As the camera swings around, Gomah basically completely kicking Vegeta, and then you start seeing this greenish energy from there. Vegeta coming flying in, all three of them trying to go over there, and then Gomah takes this electricity and bam, swipes all of them away. And then Tamagami 1 comes up from behind with a sneak attack, and then Gomah, boom, like, what you thought it was? What you thought it was? He's able to dodge his Tamagami 1's sword, and basically ends up basically swooping right towards the side, and then goes in for a kick. Bam! Kicks Tamagami 1 right out the frame, and then quickly Nahare and Glorio come up with their ki blast, and they try to shoot it, and then nope, Gomah's like, what y'all thought it was? And then bam, sends that right back at them. Bam! And they both get hit with their own attack. attacks. And then Majin Kuu comes right in, trying to go ahead and do a sneak attack with the kick. And then Gomah side sweeps him, and then bam! Oh, look at that kick right to Majin Kuu, sends him flying. Oh, he really laid that kick in, And here comes Majin Duu, and then he tries to go ahead and wraps his body around Gomah, and successfully he ends up wrapping it around him. And then Goku comes flying right in. Let me take a water break here. Gotta make sure I keep my voice up for all this action. All right, so Goku goes flying right in, and then there you see he's flying close in. Goku going all out, and I love this. He starts forming his energy ki blast with the SS1. Look at that! Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Look at the animation. Also, shout out to the music as well. The music composition for this man. Man, the music was on fire. It felt like that final battle type of music. So they were on point. Animation, music, and bam! Goku yells as much power as he can at SS1 with Gomah. You know, with it being as serious as it is, I'm not sure why Goku then go SS2 and SS3. You're in the final battle. There is no need to try and conserve energy at this point. You need to go all out, and I clearly think that should be made simple. I don't even know why Vegeta's not even going all out at this. So Goku goes right in, and basically right there, SS1, it's pushing back Gomah, and you can see the fast speed. Goku's trying to go all out at SS1, not 2 or 3, but at least all out at SS1 to try and take Gomah out, and we see a big explosion, and look at that. Whoa! Piccolo Vegeta flying right in, big giant explosion of light, and all of them gonna try and take out Gomah at once, but boom, they do nail Gomah in the legs and the arms and the back, but I don't think any of them are gonna be aching like that, because Gomah, he ends up doing this cool action frame, and bam, uses his power to completely blow everybody off. So it is not working at this point, ladies and gentlemen. You have got to go SS2, you've got to go SS3. Like I said, there is no point in conserving ki when you already know your form is not going to be strong enough. Even Goku had to call everybody in. It should be strong. They should know now. You've got to go SS2. You've got to go SS3. You got to take the power up a notch. And so we get this cool wide shot of the explosion with the blast. Man, looking fantastic, and Gomah still confident, realizing that these guys got nothing on him. Look at just how tiny Gomah looks in comparison to his aura. That is the power of the third eye, and this is one of the awesome shots that we get here. Goku starts forming the Kamehameha as we start doing this panning shot. So he's going in, Kamehameha, and then we go over to Vegeta, who's like, Galactic! And then you get right here, Piccolo forming his technique really well as we get the also familiar Makokotsapo, aka Special Beam Cannon. And then we go to another rock here where Nahare is charging up his ki blast. We got Glorio charging up his ki blast. Then the camera swings over to Majin Duu, who's powering up his mouth blast, and Majin Kuu next to him with his power blast. And then we get Tamagami 1, who's unleashing his ultimate attack through his sword. Every warrior trying to go all out, and Gomah's like, y'all mother effers think y'all can try me? Try it, bring it, and it's getting really intense. We see a close-up of the third eye, and Goku right there at SS1. He's got the Kamehameha ready at SS1. He's unleashing all of the power, and he goes, ha! And Vegeta's like, gone! And everything, Piccolo, Makokotsapo, aka Special Beam Cannon, and everybody's unleashing their blast. All out assault. This is sick. I'm loving it. This is the animation we were looking for in Dragon Ball DAIMA, as they have always knocked it out of the park. And all the blasts, they come right towards Gomah at once, showing no respect for any of their ki blasts. And he does the 17 barrier, aka Cell Barrier as well. And it does nothing. It neutralizes all of their ki blasts. And Goku, even in the Kamehameha, is like, huh? I can't believe it. And you see this. Look at the blast. It is doing nothing. Nothing at all. It absorbs or just destroys all their ki blasts from there. And Gomah right there, when it does the zoom in the eye and you get these crazy speed lines, Gomah starts basically powering up, and bam, unleashes a powerful full body explosion of ki, and they start nailing everywhere, and bam, hits Goku, and then Vegeta's trying to get out of the way, bam, hits Vegeta. Piccolo just standing there, looks like he's trying to get out of the way, bam, hits Piccolo, and then there's a huge explosion, it hits Majin Kuu and Duu, boom, hits Tamagami 1, and it has reduced everybody to their normal stare. It's fantastic action sequence. Goku is base form, Vegeta is base form, and Vegeta's at this point, he's like, Kakarot, those bugs, have you got any more? Now, why Vegeta didn't go SS2 or 3 and trying to do his best to beat him at SS1, I have no idea. And so Goku's like, they're gone. Because, of course, earlier in the episode, we saw them fall right out. And Vegeta's like, blasted. And Vegeta basically base form falls out. He is knocked out, KO. Looks like all the other fighters are KO. Goku tries to grab Vegeta, and then his energy, basically, this weird, cool, purple, bluish energy comes up over by Son Goku, and it ends up sending him into the sky, and it is Gomah using the power of the third eye, basically, and you could know, this is personal. He really, really wanted to, go ahead and, and basically do this this power with Goku, because he's been waiting this. It has been personal. He has had to watch Son Goku not only defeat Majin Buu, but overcome all the odds when he thought turning Goku into a kid was gonna be enough. It was not, obviously. Here, this shows you exactly what has happened, and at this point, Goma's like, I can do this now. He said, you took my Dragon Balls, you took Tamagami, you beat the Tamagamis, but you ain't nothing. You ain't nothing compared to my third eye. That's basically what Goma's doing. So he's getting the power raising up. He is ready to kill Son Goku because he has been the biggest pain in his eye. And Goku is basically standing there. He's like, he cannot move. It looks like it is all over for Son Goku. And so Gomah, he unleashes his purple blast. He is ready to try and kill Son Goku, but Majin Duu and Tamagami 1, they get in front of him, and they are able to save Son Goku and hold back, because like I said, Tamagami 1 and Majin Duu seem to be the most naturally strongest that we got here, basically, for what we have here. It is completely amazing in terms of power and everything of what we got here. And so from here, Son Goku completely, oh my gosh, completely still in a huge shock of power and stuff. Basically, there's not much he can do right here. You got Duu and you got Tamagami 1 looking fantastic, basically on point, trying to hold back Gomah's ki. And then this is the moment that we all, as Dragon Ball fans, have been waiting for. I guess, Goku says, I guess I ain't got a choice. And so from there, Goku, he ends up getting the purple stuff that was keeping him contained. It ends up going off, and Goku basically is able to see, he's able to break it. Yeah, he was able to break free of it, I guess, basically because of Majin Duu and Tamagami 1 basically holding him back. And then from there, Goku, he basically starts going ahead and doing that power up. We got the glow. He's going SS1, and it looks like from here you start seeing this really cool shot of where the thing that he uses to keep the Neo Bowl, aka the power pole, it starts basically going ahead and breaking on. It starts breaking out from there, and it goes ahead and it unleashes. From here you get the SS2 form. So right now Goku's going SS2. There is only one more spot left to go. The hair is getting strong, the hair is getting longer. It can be only one thing, and you know, Masako Nozawa, she killed it, and I know Stephanie Nadoni is gonna go kill this scene. But Goku, he starts unleashing the all familiar scream. You know, SS3, he is powering up. There is no doubt about it. I have been waiting. SS3, of course, it was like one of my favorite forms ever in Dragon Ball. I've been waiting for this whole time. Goku going all out. SS3, we see the hair, and then boom, the electricity. And from right here, Majin Duu and Tamagami 1 are bam sent packing. The blast from Gomah was just too strong for them. And there you see the electricity, the long hair, the no eyebrows. Goku, with his eyes closed, opens his eyes, and now Goku is on business. For the first time, we see Son Goku is taking things serious in Dragon Ball DAIMA. He is at the pinnacle of power. Super Saiyan 3, aka Super Saiyan 3, Saiyan 3, all that. Because as we know, as we know in Dragon Ball DAIMA, the timeline takes place 1 year after the defeat of Majin Buu, but 2 years before the defeat of but 4 years before the defeat of Kid Buu. And so Goku SS3 basically looking straight on at Gomah. This is the part where you really want to say you effed up. But Goku, all business with electricity, it's gonna be a tough one. And I imagine this is gonna be Goku having to go all out now. We are at the absolute power. This is the tension that we've been waiting for in Dragon Ball DAIMA for sure. And that blast goes right towards Goku. It hits him and boom, nothing. Absolutely nothing. Goma's like, huh? And then he goes like, okay, you got something now. All right. So here we are. And this is just sick. The purple blast that Gomah sent, just nothing. I love the sparks, the animation. SS3 Goku, absolutely on freaking point. There you see it. Electricities have gone ahead and flown by. Man, Goku looking absolutely amazing. SS3, this is our first time seeing Kid SS3 Goku since the days, as I always like to say, Dragon Ball GT. So that was really cool to see. And right there, he is looking at Gomah ready, and this is where the episode pretty much ends. A standoff. They got the Neo Bow at the bottom there for some reason, but yeah, SS3 Goku, Gomah, and the battle is about to get good, even better. Man, overall, I love the episode. Fantastic episode. Like I said, it definitely had some of the best, I would say, tension moments ever. I think Goku could have gone SS3 a little bit sooner. Same thing with Vegeta. Like, why did Vegeta wait till he gets beaten up again? Like, this is the second time Vegeta's gone to base form when he could have just gone even more powerful. Once you realize the enemy is stronger, then it's like, come on, at that point you should. So going from there you have Goku SS3 and Gomah fighting. That was a great way to tease. Animation was on point. So yeah, this is definitely really good. I'm looking to see where we're going for episode 18.